Kobe Bryant's Dear Basketball had always inspired me to want to do the same thing for skateboarding. Still Pushing is kind of my love letter to skateboarding and to Roselle and to that community that we had.
The film to me is kind of, you could just say it's like super nostalgic. That's what it induces in me. But I think what it means to me is, I think it's evidence that those times were as good as they were. They were as good for us as we think they were.
People came up to us right after your video and they were like, man, you guys were very, very lucky. You guys really did have something special there, you know?
I hope this is a good idea of what skateboarding is. Like, in its foundations, it might be about skateboarding, but breaking it down, it's about what happens during it, what the hell is going on around it, and why is that dude dressed up in a Santa Claus costume?
Gosh, that documentary was just so personal. It's kind of tough to take a step back and imagine what other people perceive it to be. Having said that, I hope people can kind of see the community that was built, see the people behind the act of skating.
To be able to say that these prime years of my life, me and my friends, like finding ourselves, developing skills and personalities and all this stuff is just documented. It's very cool. It really is. And then to like go back and watch that stuff, like even introspectively or just nostalgically, just to see these things. I am so grateful to even have that, man. We're very lucky.
Luckily, we had the foresight to capture not only the tricks we were doing, but all of those little moments that then make a bigger movie.
We had some interesting people in our crew doing funny shit.
And rock fakes!
And capturing it and being able to look back on it, I mean, it's the best. It does not get old.
I feel like we're super lucky to have all of that. I think if it were up to us, we'd have even more because of the price of mini DV tapes. There would be so much more.
So many moments were still left on the cutting room floor, which I think is just confirmation that it was really some of the best times of our lives.
Still Pushing kind of just opens the door to the fact that there's so many other groups that probably had a similar story that didn't tell their story.
Now, as an adult, I'm very appreciative to have had that experience. And to have it documented, that's massive. Who can say that?
It should give people access to some memories of theirs where they may have had a place they can go or a group of friends that they had that they felt a sense of freedom with.
I think the idea of creating things and maybe not knowing what can come from them until years down the road, when you're able to look at it from a different perspective or with a different lens, it's interesting to see how that creates something like Still Pushing.
I hope they can get a feeling that there's more to what meets the eye when you look at a place like a skate park. Things were formed there that were super important for people.
The past 25 years have been a trip. It's been so great because of what we accomplished with WBB and the relationships that we were able to build and instill in our lives, and that's really carried throughout my life.
I do know that made me who I am, and watching it made me realize how proud I am to know all my friends and everyone being there, of me being back. I was very happy to be back with everyone, looking back at these times. It was just a good moment.
It's so unique to be able to see that and to reflect on that, especially with the people that I shared it with as adults. And then to even share that with other people, whether it be like my sister or my parents or like people from high school in that time, just anybody. It helps me show what I've been through. Even if I can't put it into words, at least I have this now, you know?